Hey folks, I'm back. It's been a pretty long and productive day. I've got the frame clean, primed, and painted, and it is ready for reassembly. If you can see over there in the background, there's the axle. It's been done. All I have to do is put the cover back on it. Been a long day. I'm having a hard time remembering the name and everything, but everything's looking pretty good. The front part from here forward, I did not do. I just got to clean that up. It actually looks really good. But everything else, I'm actually going to put back. This is a piece here that I've got to go back after I put the gas tank in the back, and frame turned out pretty nice. You see, there's some pitting and everything in it, but it was not damaged pitting. I don't know what you would call it, but it didn't look really bad. It wasn't the integrity of the frame was not compromised any, and so it looks like everything turned out pretty good. And again, there's the axle. Once I put the cover on, I'm going to do that tonight before I shut down, and let that dry, and then I'll slide it back underneath the axle. Slide the axle back underneath the frame. This is a TCI, which is total cost involved. Lowering leaf spring kit. It's supposed to lower the truck 5 inches, and it has a really nice leaf spring pack. It's not a monoleaf. It's got 5 leaves in it, but it has a dropped brackets that lowers the truck in the back 5 inches. Has a really good stance on it. This is the shock mount right here. All of that, and of course the plate down here. All that was just bare metal. I had to clean that, treat it, prime it, and paint that. And once I got this shock mount in between the frame rails, and it's held through with a significant size bolt on both sides. However, I wanted to err on the side of caution, and if you can see, that is some absolutely terrible welding, but I did get good penetration, and I welded the shock mounts to the frame to keep anything from moving. The bolts were okay, they're good, but I want to take that extra step and everything just to get that in. So I'm pretty satisfied with the progress and how we're going on this. Well, I say how we're going on it. The progress is definitely slow. Of course, I was down for a little while. I got COVID and was down for a few days, and then had some personal stuff for the family to take care of. So I've been off of it probably about 10 days, and so I'm back now. And I'm going to try to have everything hung and in place by the weekend, by the end of this weekend. This is a Saturday night. And my next plan after I get that is to start pulling together the motor and transmission. I've got to paint the motor, and the transmission's already been painted. If you can see it over there, it's a funny looking gold green looking color, but trust me, when you see the colors come together that I'm using, and it's not going to be that yellow. The body color is not going to be yellow. I'm going back to what I originally had when my dad and I built this thing back in the early 80s, and it was just just black, midnight black. So I'm going to go back with midnight black again. And so again, that's where you'll see kind of the color combination. The go-to combination on a black 53 to 56 pickup has always been black with red interior. I love the black. I've owned black cars forever and ever and ever. And as I got older, somehow all of my vehicles evolved to white vehicles. So I currently have, um, I've got a bunch of white cars in my yard now, including my F-150 pickup. So I'm going to do a different color combination on this, and I want you to stay tuned and give me your opinion on it as I progress and everything, because the color that my wife picked out, she watches enough Dave Kindig until she thinks she's a designer too. So I'll see. We'll take a look and see what you think of the color. But anyway, that color on that transmission will be the color on the motor, and it's going to contrast with under the hood, as they call it, the jewelry box. So it'll kind of contrast under there. I know I'm way too far in the game for fixing this up, for talking about color and everything, but that was one of the things that was a driver as a base for us to get started going on this, which was the color. So the next time you see it, next time I come and bring you an update, everything's going to be back together. I'm going to have the axle hung and wheels and tires back on, and possibly even sit the cab back on to start the body work on it. There's not a lot of body work to do on the cab. I think in one of the previous videos you may have seen an area where we had one of the modern Hagen door filler, gas tank fillers, which was on the back of the cab, which would have gone here underneath the gas tank. And it was up so high until we could not make a proper fill curve to do it. So it kind of one of those shot in the dark things that we did, my cousin and I did years ago when we first started this thing again. And it didn't quite work out. So I've got the Mustang tank. If you see over in the corner there, I've got the Ford Mustang. That's a 65, 66 Mustang, Ford Mustang gas tank. That's going to go right in here. And then after that goes in, this bracket goes in behind it. This bracket right here, that'll go in behind it. So I'll still have all of the original framework of the truck, and with a couple of other upgrades. So I think the frame is definitely going to be strong enough for a little small block 302. So I guess if that, with that being said, that's a wrap for tonight. And I'll catch you when I get everything hung back on it. We'll see you soon.